holes in this house. There's some holes in this house. There's some holes in this house. There's some holes in this house. We are back. We're back again with a vengeance. And today we're doing a song which it's not quite PG, not quite. Although in today's episode we're definitely going to avoid the lyrics as much as possible. There's some holes in this house. As you can see, we have the title, WAP, key. So I'm feeling like the key, hopefully, is B minor. The chords, what my guess is, second inversion, B minor, C diminished, and then F sharp minor. BPM. Here we go. I'll count along with my metronome and see what it is. B or B. 1, 3, 3. Beautiful. We've got some instruments here. It sounds like an 808. We've got a kick, snare, hi-hats come in now and then, trap hi-hats, and the really important sample. I'm thinking let's start with the 808 because it's pretty straightforward and it's huge. So let's try and find a sample to throw into our quick sampler. All right, shout out to Watchtower for getting us a lovely 808 sample for this one. Click it and then drag it across. Whoop. Okay, so I have two 808s. Well, they're actually exactly the same. They both sound like this. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the high exactly like that because the beginning is up the octave. And then when it goes down the octave, there's more of a release decay on it. So let's just try and have that. Cool. And then that should help a little bit more, having a longer release. So that's why we have a low one and we have a high one. Great. So let's record them in. So we've got the first one first. Let me just get a count in. We have the metronome going. Cool. That's all we need really. So I'm going to put these perfectly in time. So I'm going to press Q to quantize and then I'm going to fix velocity, full velocity for the crack. Make sure they hit hard. Better. Nice. Might put the tiniest bit of release on this one. So it doesn't click or anything. It just sounds a little bit more authentic. Lovely. That happens twice. Goes down the octave. And then we'll grab these two. Grab them all like this. And then if we go Shift, Option, press down on the keyboard and we're down the octave. And we're good to go. Yeah, definitely need more beef. I'm actually interested to use a sausage fattener as well. So Dad Life have this cool thing called sausage fattener. Let's see if this does a job. We'll do a bit of a mixing job at the end. So we're going to leave them like that for a minute. And let's jump on to our next thing. I think we should get to the drums. Let's get the drums next. So let's get our kick next. Drums, kicks. Okay, here we go. So this kick is going to match up with all the 808s. But I'm pretty sure there's one extra hit on the kick that we'll have to find in a minute. So when the kick comes in the second time around, we have that extra kick like that. But for the first few times, it doesn't actually happen. So just select all these and click and shift and we'll get rid of the ones beforehand because we don't need them. It's definitely missing a lot, isn't it, without the snares. Cool, so we have a clap on every 3. So let's try and get some nice claps for this. Let me have a listen again. It's very snappy. It's kind of like that, but it's quicker. Actually, I wonder if I could bring this in. Okay, the snare. So the snare's on every 3. And then maybe, you're gonna be the one that saves me. And now what I want to see is if I can shorten this. So right now, it doesn't sound perfect. So I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm tempted to flex pitch this and then bring it in shorter with a polyphonic. And that will just make it shorter and it won't change its note or it won't change its pitch. Cool. Okay, I like that. That's pretty cool. So let's copy that across every 3. We might have another hit with it as well. Bring it down, copy across using the Option key. Here we go. Nice, nice, nice. Marquee tool now to copy it across. So if we click Command, 4 bars, and we just Command or to duplicate it across. Beautiful. That's pretty nice. Okay, definitely need some more low end. So that's one clap. Let's try and get another sound with it as well. I'm feeling like one of these guys to double up with it. Could be nice. Yeah, sweet. So just Marquee tool that guy across. Command or. Let's try the sausage fattener again. He is the man, the myth of the hour. Nice, we're getting there. Okay, hi-hats next. We get hi-hats next. Let's see if I have any instruments already that we can throw this into. The hi-hats are really gentle in this track. Let's see if I have something already. Oh, I might have to go into the original sampler, not the quick one. So sampler. And then some we've said, here's one I made earlier. Probably get a nicer sound. So what I might actually do is I'll leave that Harlem guy there, but I'm going to use the same settings and then I'm going to go into splice to find an audio sample of a hi-hat that we do want. Hats, beautiful. So if we slide up here, I think this one's pretty good. Let's download this one and see if it works. So if we drag it into the optimized file here. Cool. Okay, so we have our hi-hats. Sounds something like that. And let's record it in 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and so 8 notes. Here we go. 2, 3, 4. Beautiful. We'll record 2 bars and we'll use those. I want to keep them relatively organic sounding. How does this sound? Only one of them is just really annoying me. So this guy is too early. We'll keep them going a bit late. I think later is better. Keep that nice relaxed feel. Lovely. And then I'm going to pan it slightly to our right, just a tiny bit, because as you face the drummer, he's going to be playing over here. I know it's not a drumming track, you know, it's not a real drummer track, but sometimes it's nice to make it a bit organic. Let's have a listen. Let that hi-hat do its thing for the minute. We might fix it up when we're mixing it at the end. Now there's 2 other sounds that I want. There's a roll of that hi-hat, and then there's an open hi-hat that goes, I'll sing it in. Just like that. So let's try and find those audio samples. I actually think I heard one already that sounded pretty nice. Yeah, I love this guy. Really nice. I don't know what it is about him. And then he has the syncopated hi-hat on the and. We'll put them in place and then we'll mess around with it. Yeah, that's the one. Wonder Girl, I should have guessed. That sounds great. And they're panned kind of interestingly, if I'm correct as well. And we can shorten this guy a little bit. We're going to do the same as we did earlier. Flex pitch, go to polyphonic, and we're going to shorten it just a little bit. Definitely needs to be turned down. Might even make it a little bit shorter. Lovely. Then if we go to speed, this one will change the pitch. So if we shorten it, it'll be higher. Cool. That sounds pretty nice. Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, go on, we'll throw it in. I'm kind of tempted to try in both of them and then have this guy really low. Let me just have this together, these 2 together, and just see how they sound. Nice, that's pretty cool. There's like a wooden roll as well. Maybe actually drag this guy up and see if we can find the wooden sort of roll. Oh, that's actually interesting. And you could automate the volume a little bit. Yeah, so you have the rise velocity one, but there's like, so, let's try and get this vocal sample. Cool. So it's the same thing again. Okay, let me do the sample. I get this sample, so I'm going to sing what he sings, but I'm going to change the words because we want to keep it PG. Is that okay? I'm sorry. So we're saying there's some halls in this house. Let's try and record this. Holes in this house. There's some holes in this house. There's some holes in this house. There's some holes in this house. What does it sound like? You probably wouldn't need to tune it. Holes in this house. There's some holes in this house. There's some holes in this house. There's some holes in this house. Now you just need to mix it to make it sound a little bit nicer. Holes in this house. There's some holes in this house. There's some holes in this house. There's some holes in this house. But I do need a second guy just like him that is fully pitch stuff. Let's see. Let's go some little altar boy. Holes in this house. There's some 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 holes in this house. Let me just do the vocal one more time. I'll save it up there just in case. But let me give it a bit more pizzazz, if you will. There's some holes in this house. There's some holes in this house. There's some holes in this house. That was intense. And I'll duplicate this guy. In this house. There's some holes in this house. Oh yeah, layout. Let me do a quick layout. And none of this stuff. Little stop here. Let's listen to the beat. Listen to WAP by Cardi B featuring Thee Stallion, which is a fantastic tune. Yeah, let's have a listen. Here we go. Here we go. Holes in this house. There's some 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 holes in this house. Well, we managed to keep that PG somehow.